Hello everyone, my name is Jasmina and this is Illumination Station. I hope you are all doing great and that you are all healthy in these hard times. Today we have a reading about Starseed messages from your angels and guides. I know that we are all going through a tough cycle right now, purging and releasing a lot. So I wanted to do a reading that will, I hope, help all of you. Okay, here we have two piles to choose from. First pile is Knight of Cups with this purple bottle. And then we have pile number 2 is the Queen of Swords with this green bottle. So I'll give you a minute to choose which pile calls for you. And then we'll start with pile 1. Okay, now we're going to start with pile 1, and pile 2 is going to be a separate video. It's going to be after this one. I'm going to put this here. These are the rest of the cards that are pre-shuffled already. Okay. Okay, pile 1. I hope you're having a great day or night. My name is Jasmina, and this channel is all about tarot and spirituality. This specific reading is close to my heart because I'm a starseed and I'm still learning about my origins, but I think that I lived in a lot of different planets. Okay, let's start with your reading. I already pre-picked the cards, and the first 4 cards are Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is someone who's more emotionally based person, that brain based. Someone who is an idealist, who acts first and thinks later. This card also signifies new ideas, offers, and chances to follow your spiritual path. This card in reverse means that you are wanting to pursue your spiritual path, but you are conflicted between your spiritual, emotional, and your 3D brain. Your brain is probably telling you that it's out of reach and that it's impossible to do spiritual stuff for a living. It's like that little voice in your head that's always telling you that we're not good enough and that we're not strong enough and that we don't know enough. The doubtful part of us that is trying to keep us in fear because it feels protected that way. I understand. I've been feeling like that for years and still am, but I'm trying to get over my fears, and this is one way of doing that, by being here and doing readings for you. So now we have the second card, Knight of Wands, and it calls us to action. And together with the Ace of Wands, the angels and guides are telling you to try and get some momentum going, even if it's something small. For an example, if you are into tarot like me, try to learn about a card each day, 1 card at least. The more you put yourself into the things you like but you are scared of, the more that fear will dissipate. It's the same as riding a bike. You have to get on the bike and fall a few times before you learn how to drive. Any kind of action towards your dreams is going to get you closer to them. Both of these cards are Wands energy or fire energy. That means that they are very fast-paced and that they are really something you are very passionate about. So now we have Queen of Cups. Here, your angels and guides are telling you that you need to tune in to her energy. She is literally the queen of love and emotion and passion. She asks you to express those aspects of yourself in your life. She's asking you to go within, meditate, let your imagination free, to get the answers that you seek. Often we are searching for answers outside ourselves because that's what we are used to. But a few personal experience, I know that that's not true. You need to go within, turn your brain off, and listen to your soul. Connecting with your higher self and your angels and guides is impossible if you don't sit down and calm down and tune in to what they have to say. I know that sometimes meditation can be hard because you can't stop your brain from thinking, but I found that listening to guided meditations can be very helpful with that, because then you have something to think about and someone to guide you. And I know that if you listen to their guidance to go within and try small steps to go after your dreams, you can step into your Queen of Cups energy. Now we're gonna do the Starseed Oracle cards. First off, we have the Karmic Relationships. Now I'm gonna put all the cards here so you can see them all. Okay, now I'm gonna read from the book. Because they have really nice messages in the book. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseed who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now, and are playing out karmic relationship from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings, and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? So this card points that you might be descendants of Orion, and also that polarity is very high on Earth. But we are called by our angels and guides to try and see everyone as innocent children. And even if we are in conflict with someone, to try and see things from another perspective, from God's perspective. The way to our spiritual freedom and feeling more connected to the universe is by making amends with everyone so that we can be free from all the hurt and negative energies that we hold on to by resenting others. As I see it, it's like having your cup full of negative energy that is making you feel stuck and sad and angry. But if you change your way of thinking and do the work and forgive people, you slowly make space for positive energy to come in and heal you and everyone else. So now we have the second card, Weight of the World. Takes a while to find them because they're not under numbers. Weight of the World. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and it's incredible. But the way you've been doing it is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. This is a message from our angels and guides to not carry all the worries on ourselves. We are just humans. We can't fix everyone or help everyone. I know how hard it is when you're an empath. It's the hardest thing to do. But they're saying to try to think of you sometimes. You can say no if you feel like you don't want to do something. You can't save everyone all the time and get yourself depleted at the same time. You'll burn out and not be able to do anything. Angels are asking you, where can you find some time for yourself? And can you try and watch less of negativity from the news and media? Because it's just gonna stress and deplete you. Meditating and being in silence is very important. Also doing things you love, putting on your favorite song, dancing, singing, drawing, walking, anything that's gonna get you in that sacred connection with your higher self and the universe. And now we have the third card, Fall Into My Arms. Gotta breathe again. Surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be. That being human can be lonely and confusing. That the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things are well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's tough. And it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life. The agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the extinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts, to lay them at her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Here the angels and guides are saying that they understand our troubles and pain. They know that it's hard being so sensitive, empathetic, and loving in a world that is so far from all that. They want you to know they're always there for us and to give some of the pain to them and to try and enjoy life more. Everything here is to teach us and lessons that we need to try and enjoy if as best as we can, because it will all go by so fast. We want to be able to say, I really lived at the earth. So now we have Inner Earth. And last card. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavarta, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner Earth in the physical world, but without success, so the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. I think that we are all collectively in a purge right now with everything that's been going on in the world and us being forced inside for a few years now. Especially this winter, I felt like everything is falling apart. The more I try to cling to the old paradigm, the more it's falling away from me. I know that some of you have been feeling the same. It is hard to think positive in these moments, especially for us who are so sensitive. But angels are telling you to shift your focus and think positive. Try to see it all in a positive light, and even one positive thought can shift you to another path that's going to lead you to where you ultimately want to go. Okay, and now I'll read the other cards. These are the last cards we have. We have Mending, No Place Like Home, Deep Knowing, and Milk and Honey. Okay, we're gonna start with Mending. That's 52. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us, without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal, the pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearsed over and over. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends to others. Set yourself free. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. So this is such a powerful message. In order for us to heal, we need to let go of the old hurt, forgive people that wronged us, and free ourselves. So beautiful, and we are all doing it now with the ascension and going inwards. All the old wounds that we are still clinging on to are coming to the surface to be cleaned. Now the second card, No Place Like Home. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create. A place that is known and you call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride or humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You're safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. I can totally relate to this because I've been feeling like this for the past few months, as you start shedding your old self and healing your karma and things that were holding you back in the past, you start feeling more like your authentic self. You feel better in your own skin. You start feeling more connected to who you truly are and to spirit. I think this card wants to say that the home we all are searching for is in fact within us. Going inwards, facing your fears and demons and clearing them, all is gonna get you feeling free, feeling more connected to spirit or God and to yourself. And now we have deep knowing. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with Source, the consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see within the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. This deep knowing allows you to open the door to wisdom for greater than what is available in the universe of human experience. You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You're now invited into this sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. Yes, this card is telling you to trust your intuition in this world of 3D matrix where everything is about the five senses and believe it when I see it. Being able to sense things and have intuition is something that people love to you about if you mention it. For them, it's like a science fiction movie. But we know very well that that isn't the truth. Only the thing is that we also sometimes don't trust our own intuition. Our brains are still very connected to this world and the doubt can crawl in very fast. So the angels and guides are trying to tell you that you should trust in your intuitive nudges more. You know very well that it helped you lots of times in the past and it still will. And now the last one is milk and honey. You've entered a sacred time in your life. Enjoy the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more languid than ambitious, when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe. These times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting yet able to be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You're given the gift of nourishment in every form. So this is a beautiful card. The universe and angels and guides are telling you that if you do your work and trust your intuition and trust in them, they will give you everything you need and want. Surrendering is sometimes hard, I know, because I'm the same, but if you try, you will see that miracles are not far away and that you are always protected and cared for. So I think this is all for pile 1. Thank you for visiting my channel. I hope you're feeling inspired and illuminated. I love you all and I hope you visit again. Information for private readings is below. Subscribe, like if you liked, and have a great awakening. Bye!